The WASC wallet is one of only 2 wallets with the highest score of 4.6, which is the highest scores of any wallet we reviewed over the past 5 years. Very impressive. Here we go. We have Wheelcraft Goods, the original and the wide. This is the WASC wallet. So let's get into it and see. They're great bags. They all come like this. The thing I quite like from Hunter on this is that he also wraps up the wallet itself in a plastic bag. That helps ensure that it's protected and there are no concerns about its quality getting to you. So let's open this up. Bingo. And wingo. Bingo, wingo. All right, so we have the original right here, and this one is in olive and whiskey Dollaro leather. The wide one right here is in whiskey and black. I mean, great color combinations. I really love the texture on this particular leather. It's really kind of one of my favorites. Now it's WASC, not flask, but it's actually named after the Wasket from a Dr. Seuss book. So let's set the wide aside and let's get into the original. So from a feature perspective, we have an air tag hole right here, but it's also very cleverly camouflaged as a thumb push mechanism. You can have our card here, and we'll show you what that looks like. We flip this over, we have a quick access, well, here's a card, quick access card slot in the front, but this is also a quick access card. So we really have 2 of them, and we're gonna break this into 2 configurations. There's really 2 ways you can do this. So in the first configuration, we open up the flap and we see that we have 2 slots, one in the front and one in the back. Capacity up to 13 cards or 25 notes, that's across both wallets. But this back slot not only provides for cash and cards, but also for coins, and we'll show that in the card and cash insertion test. This flap does come over and it protects it. You're not gonna have coins that will come flying out of there. The second configuration is taking this leather, pulling it down, out like this, and then all of a sudden you have a cash wrap. The ability to have cash put in right here, and then you can wrap this over. Now what you end up with is 1 slot for cards right here, but you still have your quick access card on the front, and on the back, of course, we don't have that anymore because we've pulled the leather through for a cash wrap. Quite clever, and really a lot of versatility. The wallet measures 3.9 by 2.9 by 0.6. That's for this original. It's a little bit wider, and it weighs in at 1.8 ounces or 51 grams. A lot of leather goodness. So, you know, we're talking about great leather here. So let's, oh man, that's amazing. Now there's so much going on with this wallet at this point that, you know, the transformation, all that's happening. Well, let's see what it can do in the card and cash insertion test. Now, the company recommends, again, up to 13 cards and 25 notes. I really got a lot in this. I kind of really stuffed it a bit, where I got 8 cards, I got 8 notes, I got a utility card here, a tool card, and a quick access card. You can see that this thing really is going at it by way of thickness, but of course, this is a fresh wallet, and so it really hasn't had all the opportunity to expand. Now, all of Hunter's wallets are from a full-grain veg tan leather made here in the United States. It looks to be about a 5-ounce leather here, and he uses different tanneries depending on the color, feel, and outcomes he's looking for in a wallet. His tanneries include the Italian producers MPG, Industria Conceria, Conceria La Perla Azzurra, and Conceria Wapier. Now, the Dollaro leather, which he uses in the WASC, is from the Conceria Wapier. So that's where you know. Now you know. Let's look at the burnishing on this really quickly. Let's get this open and take a look. And very nice. It's not overly glossy, but it's done well. And the color combinations on both of these wallets I have here, as well as all the ones that are available off his website, are really excellent. So we can see that you just get a lot of just vibrant colors that are part of this. Let's take some of these things out. So let's get the cards out here first. And we can pull that out. Let's pull the cash out, which we had in the first slot here along with the cash. And then we have the coins right here. And I got quite a few coins in there, and they're a little beefy in nature. And so that's really what affected the second slot. Now, most of the cost of a handmade wallet is in labor due to hole punching and sewing. Oh, now we can get this out. But with rivets, like we see here, you get a solid wallet without a lot of the labor. So let's see what the price is on this particular wallet. Well, it comes in at $45 and the wide version is $50. Whether it's already in inventory or a custom build, the price remains the same. And that's frankly amazing. That's a lot to offer for what you're getting. So now let's get into the configurations. Now we kind of flipped through the number of ways of what we can do. So let's revisit this with the WASC. So to change between a slim flap, like what we have right here, where you have two card slots, one in the front and the back on the interior, we just push this leather through. And when we do that, we can notice that we have two pieces of leather that are involved here, just two pieces. Okay, we have this piece that comes down. It is one piece and feeds back up and provides the separator between the first and second card slot. This wrap in this particular whiskey comes around, and that's where it all meets. And then we have 4 rivets that are put here. Now, the rivets, if you have a custom build, you can choose between the antique brass, which I have here, or the brushed silver. Both of them are really quite nice. And then as part of this, you've now transformed into a cash wrap. We go here, you still have your quick access card slot, and the cash goes in here. So let's see this in a cash wrap perspective. We put this in the bottom, it goes in just like we talked about. It kind of has a slot indicator here. You can pull this down as far as you want, push it up as far as you want there. Regardless, it's going to cash wrap and you're going to come around and secure it this way. Of course, you can put the cards in the front here as well as your quick access card here, and then you've got a great mechanism to put a lot of cash in here. And it can hold up to 25 notes, right? So this is a large capacity in a very nice small footprint. Now, personally, since you've seen me talk a lot about coins and the fact that coins are used outside the United States a lot, the fact that you can convert this into also carrying coins like we saw on the card and cash and coin insertion test is really quite important. And it gives you the option of either being able to or ignoring it and not having to, or just getting rid of that second slot altogether and using this as a cash wrap. In the end, wow, this is an incredible wallet. So now on to the final score. For quality of 5, price of 4. That is getting on the verge of a 5, to be honest, for the quality and everything you get. But we're going to give it a 4. Features of 5. So much is offered with this. So much versatility. Usability of 4. Really easy to use, as are all Willowcraft good wallets. And perception of 5. Hunter continues to crank out new wallets. He's just got a creative bent to him that just makes this fantastic. That gives us a final score of 4.6 out of 5. The WASC wallet is one of only 2 wallets with the highest score of 4.6, which is the highest scores of any wallet we reviewed over the past 5 years. Very impressive. So now if you like this video, then watch this one next, and we'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.